Tunnel construction is different from subgrade, pavement and bridge construction. Monitoring and measurement is required before and during tunnel construction. If we don't monitor the surrounding rock dynamically, there may be disasters such as collapse and roof fall, mud burst and water gushing, lining cracking and tunnel leakage. In fact, by doing a good job in dynamic monitoring of surrounding rocks, we can avoid quality and safety accidents. What measurements should we do during tunnel construction and how? In order to ensure construction safety, we should observe the geology and support conditions, measure the crown settlement, peripheral displacement and surface subsidence. First, let's learn about the purpose of monitoring and measurement. Grasp the dynamic conditions of surrounding rocks in construction, and control the deformation of surrounding rocks. Understand the effect of the support structure, and take timely measures to ensure safe construction. Revise the design, guide the construction, and ensure the safety and economy of the tunnel. Let's learn about various monitoring and measurement methods. The geological and support condition observation. What are the contents of geological observation? First of all, the location, shape and dimension of the representative test section of surrounding rock. Secondly, the name, structure, and color of the rock. In addition, conditions of joints and surrounding rock structural planes, conditions of hardness and crushing degree, condition of dike interspersion, weathering degree, characteristics and weathering resistance of rock mass, type, exposure location, and volume of groundwater, description of special geological conditions such as karst caves. Finally, the description of cracking, bulging, and peeling off of the shotcrete layer. Measurement of crown settlement and peripheral displacement. The crown settlement and peripheral displacement measurement is also called convergence measurement, which is the most important item in tunnel measurement. According to the measurement results, determine the crown and the surrounding rock stability, the rationality of primary support and construction, and the time of grouting of secondary lining. Measurement of the crown settlement. Our measuring points for crown settlement measurement shall be located in the center of the crown in principle, restricted by other factors. The measuring points can be set outside the center of the crown. Measurement of peripheral displacement. The digital display convergence gauge is used for peripheral displacement measurement. Its measurement range is 0.5 to 30 m, with an accuracy of 0.1 millimeters. For the measuring line layout of peripheral displacement measurement, there are 6 measuring lines in coordination with measurement methods. The measuring line is generally taken at the crown center, the starting point of the springing line and the foot of the sidewall. The measuring line is selected according to the surrounding rock condition, and construction methods. That is, the better the surrounding rock is, the fewer the measuring lines will be. The more construction divisions, the more measuring lines. Adoption of measurement and items to be noted. Attention shall be paid to the adoption and items of measurement methods. First, the measuring points shall be embedded as soon as possible after excavation, and the initial readings shall be taken within 12 hours. Second, the measuring point test section shall be as close as possible to the excavation surface and shall be within 2 m. Besides, the readings shall be taken when the hammer is stabilized or the pointer of the tension regulator stably points the specified tension value. Surface subsidence measurement. Finally, it is the surface subsidence measurement. In the tunnel construction, Class 4-6 surrounding rocks are encountered. It is usually a weak and fractured strata with poor stability. If the thickness of the overburden is small, the surface subsidence will be large during excavation. Therefore, the surface subsidence measurement is necessary for the understanding of its stability. For shallow tunnels at soil sand and soft rock sections, the surface subsidence measurement is required, and the spacing of measuring points arranged along the longitudinal direction of the tunnel can be determined according to the geology, overburden thickness, construction method, and surrounding buildings. Its measuring section spacing shall be arranged according to the following table. Let's take an example to learn the specific method of surface subsidence measurement. For the surface subsidence, only at the shallow buried section of the tunnel can settlement observation points be embedded. The surface settlement measuring points at the shallow buried section of the tunnel shall be arranged before tunnel excavation. The surface settlement measuring points and the measuring points in the tunnel shall be arranged at the same section shenage. The longitudinal spacing of surface settlement measuring points is 550 m, which is determined according to the tunnel burial depth and excavation width. The lateral spacing of surface settlement measuring points is 25 m, and the measuring points shall be properly densified near the centerline of the tunnel. The measurement range on both sides of the tunnel centerline shall not be less than the sum of the tunnel burial depth and the excavation width. Measurement of benchmarks. The benchmark shall be measured to a suitable position near the ground surface. The benchmarks shall be stable and reliable, free from construction interference, and convenient for observation of surface settlement points. Use a level gauge to obtain the benchmark A. ND measure the elevation of each settlement point. Repeat the step 3 observation at the specified frequency. Calculate the each time settlement value and accumulated settlement value of each measuring point on the corresponding record form so as to get the settlement velocity. Plot the displacement time diagram and displacement velocity time diagram of measuring points on drawings, and judge whether the surrounding rock is stable or not on this basis. After the measurement of the tunnel, our next step is about the analysis and feedback of measurement data. First, it is about the analysis of peripheral displacement. The clearance displacement is mainly used as the index of surrounding rock stability evaluation and surrounding rock stability status judgment in the field measurement of tunnel engineering. Judgment standard: displacement, displacement rate, displacement acceleration. According to the above judgment standards, if the displacement velocity of the surrounding rock does not exceed the allowable value, and no creep tendency occurs, it can be considered that the surrounding rock is stable, and the primary support is successful. If the stability is good, the cyclic footage can be appropriately increased. Time of secondary lining construction. According to the construction principle of New Austrian Tunneling Method, NATM, the secondary lining can be constructed only after the surrounding rock or surrounding rock is added with primary support to achieve basic stable analysis of surrounding rock pressure. Secondly, we need to analyze the surrounding rock pressure. The pressure value of surrounding rock is closely related to the surrounding rock displacement and the support rigidity. Finally, the shotcrete layer stress analysis shall be carried out. Stress of shotcrete layer refers to the tangential stress. The stress of shotcrete layer is closely related to the surrounding rock pressure and displacement. There are two reasons for the high stress of the shotcrete layer. First, the pressure and displacement of surrounding rock are large. Second, the support is insufficient. Monitoring and measurement are extremely important. In tunnel construction and operation safety, we should maintain the spirit of craftsmanship in the future monitoring and measurement work, and pay attention to the following 5 tasks. Strengthen the monitoring and measurement process control of tunnel surrounding rock. Establish stable working reference points for monitoring. and measurement of tunnels surrounding rock. Attach importance to the embedding and protection of monitoring and measurement elements of tunnels surrounding rock. Attach importance to the monitoring, analysis and informatization feedback. Strengthen on-site construction safety and provide guarantee for informatization work. After class, please think about the reason why the Crown settlement amount and settlement rate of a tunnel are less than the convergence value.